Imagine you're trying to guess what a wiggly line will do tomorrow. If you only look at the numbers, you might miss the rhythm. If you only look at the rhythm, you might miss a sudden jump. It's like trying to understand a machine by just hearing it hum. You need to see it, hear it, and feel it. TriTS does this by splitting the problem into three pieces: the clock, time, the hum, frequency, and the shape, vision. We start with a messy signal and clean it up first. Then we send it down three paths at once. One path stays simple and looks at recent changes. Another path acts like a prism, splitting the signal into layers of detail using wavelets. The third path turns the line into a picture to find deep patterns. At the end, a smart gate decides which path to trust most for each moment, #teamwork. How do we actually go about this? We use an exponential moving average. We care more about what happened 5 minutes ago than 5 days ago. For the vision part, we use Mamba, which scans the data really fast. We treat the cycles in the data like the texture on a piece of cloth. Then we mix it all back together. Now notice how the model changes its mind depending on what it's looking at. For power grid data, the vision view is the boss because there are long patterns that repeat over many days. But for weather, the frequency view takes over. Why? Because weather has fast, local cycles. The humidity of the atmosphere is more important than the picture. The model is smart enough to know when to listen to its eyes or its ears. People usually think a bigger model is a better model, but that's not always true. Look at the numbers here. Other models are huge, over 100 million parts, and they take forever to think. TriTS is tiny by comparison, with only about 3.8 million parts. Because it uses Mamba instead of the old models with quadratic complexity, it stays fast even when the data gets very long. It's like a light runner beating a heavy giant in a long race. The authors put the model through a proper ringer using 7 real datasets from highway traffic to power usage. It came out on top consistently. In terms of components, if you remove the time branch, the whole thing falls apart during training. It's like trying to build a house without a foundation. You need that simple, steady link to the numbers to keep the more creative parts of the model from getting lost. So what did we learn? By looking at the world through time, frequency, and vision, we can see things other models miss. We made something that is not just more accurate, but also much faster and lighter in memory. It uses wavelets for the small stuff and Mamba for the big stuff. It's a complete way of thinking about signals that sets a new standard for how we predict the future. It's simple, it's fast, and it works.